We have a couple of public hearings scheduled for tonight, and the first one is a special use permit on a home-based business. Does someone want to bring that information forward?
Sorry, I'm not on running cameras tonight. I'll get this, Mr. Ryan.
All right. Todd, thank you.
So, as the mayor said, this is consideration of a special use permit for a home-based business. Mr. Ryan visited my office in late November to inquire about the process of operating a home-based business. Mr. Ryan lives at 140 Lynn Street, which is currently owned by Willow Rose Properties, LLC. I reached out to the property owner after the application was submitted to me, and they granted Mr. Ryan full permission to operate a business from the property via email. 140 Lynn Street is located in an R1 residential zoning and is surrounded by other homes. It is on the corner lot that fronts on Veteran Street and Lynn Street with two accessory structures on the property. I explained to Mr. Ryan that a home office is permitted in a residential zone by right, that no special use permit would be required. After speaking with Mr. Ryan a little bit longer, he mentioned that he would also like to have additional material located on the property as well, but I informed him that we would not allow that to happen unless that was inside one of the accessory structures with the doors closed, so it wouldn't negatively affect the R1 and the intent behind the R1 zoning. And he said he did want to pursue with this. In Mr. Ryan's application, the synopsis states that his business will be specialized in kitchen and bathroom remodeling, plumbing repairs, new and existing commercial and residential plumbing. He also stated that he would like to find a storefront at some point if his business is successful and as it is currently operated from his home. Staff would like to recommend to council on this, if you do grant the special use permit, that a current Town of Marion business license must be obtained, no on-site advertising, no excessive shipping and receiving, no excessive foot traffic or business being conducted on the property other than office work, and only one vehicle allowed on the property at one time, one work vehicle. In other words, if he's got a truck that's got a lot of plumbing equipment, stuff like that on it, only one at a time. If his business has got 2 or 3 trucks, we wouldn't want them all be there at the same time, parked overnight. We would want them to come load what they got to have, go out and do the job and return. And that's all I got on the consideration.
Council, do you have any questions?
Did you get any negative feedback? Did you get any negative feedback?
I'm sorry.
When I mailed out the notices, I think I had one person call me who's actually here tonight. So.
And as it is a public hearing, is there anyone from the public that would like to speak to this? If so, and this is on the current business before us, the special use permit.
Yes.
Yes, then please.
Hi, my name's Tom Hauer. I live at 218 North Church Street. I don't have any specific comments on this particular request, but I'm very cautious about granting zoning variances. I think that we need to preserve our communities, our neighborhoods. People purchase property with the expectation of how the neighborhood will be maintained. This neighborhood has been constant for as long as it's been there, and I would encourage great caution in granting any special use permit that might violate the existing and the continual use of properties, and respect the limitations that are in our zoning permit. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mrs. Understeed, or is that?
Oh, yes, yes. Cameron, did you?
Just let him go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Ryan.
All right, thank you. I got a pamphlet here for each of you all. You're welcome to take one. It's just the handbook that we've written up here. I have one for each names, but truthfully it doesn't really matter. It's all the same information.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'll try to read. There you go.
Thank you, sir. It won't matter.
All right, Suzanne.
Thank you.
Here's the If you have Deborah's, you can leave it here, and we'll make sure that she gets that.
And James, I don't see your name on the,
Yeah.
I have it here as Jim Key, my apologies.
That's fine.
All right. Mayor, here's. I'll just take that one, I apologize.
Oh, okay. That's-
All right, I suck at public speaking, so I apologize in advance. Introduce myself as far as who I am, and where I come from. There's something up there. Oh, this way. Sorry about that. All right, just want to give a little backstory of who I am. My name is William Ryan. Recently moved here from East North Carolina with my wife. My wife, Alyssa Kelly, is will be attending next week the nursing school at Emory-Henry. I myself was a graduate of Emory-Henry as well, back in class of 2017. My wife was a foreman for the Navy for 8 years, and she decided to fall in love with the mountains, try to give that a try here for her education. Currently, I'm a licensed master plumber in the state of North Carolina, working on getting my license here in Virginia, as well as my contractor's license, so I can take on additional employees later this year. Currently, this idea of a special use permit is really just so I can have mail delivered to the property and some material that was stored either in the basement or in the garage. Currently, it's just myself in a truck. I'm hoping to get to a point later summer where I can bring in more employees. I have a couple trucks. I did see some vacancies as far as commercial properties in town. However, the capital needed to get to those buildings are a little bit more than my current budget. We just sold our house and got the check in the mail today, so I'm pretty excited about that. That'll help pay for some of the equipment that's needed. Any other notes there? As far as when you'll call our office, you'll be greeted by a friendly and knowledgeable customer service representative. We're striving to be at our appointments during the allotted time. The technician who arrives at your home or business will be respectful of your situation, always let you know that he or she is there to help. Through a careful process, we believe we have found some of the very best plumbers, including myself and other prospects here in the area that can continue to grow with this industry. I'm kind of touching base on what I'm hoping to offer. My P1 license in North Carolina allows me to do everything under the sun. Commercial, residential, industrial, water, sewer, gas. If it's plumbing, we touch it. Virginia licenses are a little bit different as far as what's allowed, so that's the reason why my license from North Carolina to Virginia won't transfer over. Some of the services we're going to offer is kitchen and bathroom remodeling, laundry room remodeling, faucet installation and repairs, disposal installation repairs, sewer main, water main branch repairs, shower and tub repairs, electric water heater installation, septic tank, distribution box, septic tank risers, sump pump, sewage pump, effluent pump, well pump installations and repairs. Once my license does get passed with Richmond, I will be able to do any relocation or new installations, plumbing or fixtures. I'm also going to be working towards getting my certification for backflow and fire sprinkler inspections. The only big question I have for you, and this goes for anybody in the community as well, we're trying to connect with other partners or other businesses because we want to specialize in kitchen and bathroom remodeling. My license only takes over so much. An electrician, HVAC, that would definitely nice to know who are the players in the area, so maybe we can touch base, connect with them, help promote their business, or maybe partner with them as well. If there's any, local hardware stores or cabinet bakers in the area, I have some friends in the Damascus area, and they have been friends with some local contractors there, and some local Mennonites to help with cabinet makers. As far as questions for the community, what HVAC and electrician players do you guys know of? What are the contractors that you go to in your area for home or business needs? Is there anything that you wish that a business would provide here in town that isn't currently being offered? And, that's what I have right now. Any questions from council?
I don't know if it's time to close the public session, and I guess we can go ahead and,
Cameron still wanted to speak.
Cameron still wants to speak? Okay, we've got a couple more that want to speak, and then if council has any questions, we'll open that to the council.
Well, look, we have to answer them.
Okay.
My name's Cameron Wolf, and I own
property adjacent at 130 Lynn Street. In fact, I grew up there, my parents owned that, and the house that this gentleman is getting ready to put an office in, I used to mow the yard and take care of that property, so, and I was there when the house was built, so it's kind of sentimental to me, but the main thing is it's R1, and we just want to keep it R1. And I have a slight conflict, because I'm on the planning commission, and we changed the ordinance back in COVID, if you recall, from just office to, where he didn't need a permit or anything, just to have an office there, but to have a business. And the intent was there, that someone could run a business, but we weren't gonna have showrooms, we were gonna have employees living there, and, maybe a limited material delivery, but everything was out of sight. Parking, there's no parking for customers or anything like that. In business, we require hedges and parking spaces and all that kind of stuff, but this is not considered a business per se. And I just wanted to make sure that we had no signs, no storage, no employees, not open to the public. And that doesn't mean his wife can't do buildings and stuff like that, but no employees there. Just no appearance of a business, and that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. And was there anyone else that wanted to speak to this? Okay. All right. Yeah, good.
My name is Megan Brown, and I'm a neighbor of Mr. Ryan, and I just wanted to speak on his behalf. They've moved here recently. I think they're great neighbors. I think this is a great opportunity for both him and his wife. I know just personally that we've had a lot of challenges trying to find new people that remodel. They're not. And, we've had a big challenge, so I think that this would be great for both the town and Mr. Ryan. I know that people are concerned about it being residential, but I think since there's been limits set that he cannot have extra materials or extra trucks on the property, I think that that's reasonable as well. I would just like to see that, he got an opportunity to be able to do this and especially help the members, of our area, because I know myself, my mother, she's also a neighbor. We're two of the four neighbors. We both live in different houses, so there's four neighbors. That we've tried to find people that could help us remodel and just haven't been able to. With me, I know that this is no issue whatsoever. I mean, my biggest issue is the Walmart trash that I can't get anything done about, but another meeting, I guess. But I just wanted to say please give him a chance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Is there anyone else that would like to speak to this matter? And seeing none, we'll turn this over to council now for any questions or any discussion.
I guess I have a couple of questions. It sounds to me like you were involved with other businesses or the people that can do plumbing or can do, is that true? I mean, you've got resources.
Well, no, so that's the thing, I'm new to the area, so I've tried to get myself acquainted with local businesses in town, hardware shop, Levin's Hardware, and Kurt's Ace. That's only two local businesses I know of that can kind of help build a business. Otherwise, you go to Lowe's or go out to Bristol Ferguson's, and that's what I drive, so. I'm local business, if you want to partner with us to kind of keep the materials in-house, maybe even consider leasing a storage container on the property, so that way we're not keeping the material within the neighborhood. Same goes with heavy equipment. I mean, granted, right now, I'm not at a point in the business, I mean, just myself, but it'd be nice to get to a point where we're having our heavy equipment and excavators for water sewer line repairs, but house them off-site, whether that be at a storage facility, wherever. It is a residential neighborhood. I'm not trying to junk it up, so to speak, with the equipment. It is just myself, so as far as work done is all, I'd like to be in-house. I mean, as we grow, we may have to subcontract some of the work out if we're doing kitchen or bathroom modeling or anything involving electrical work that's outside of my scope of my license. That'd be the focus there.
How do you, will you get your referrals of people that need your
So as far as referrals, according to Todd Long, I could not advertise in the community until this permit was approved. So once approve. Postal mailers would be one item that I'd like to take place in different sections of the community. Business cards, leaving local businesses, flyers, banners at local high schools or colleges, given my affiliation with Emory Henry. I try to sponsor through a lot of events that go on there. Scholarship programs would be nice to get to a point for any students that are graduating, men and women, depending on the gender as far as the role there, but it'd be nice to bring some business here in town.
Do you foresee having trucks full of materials at your driveway?
The only thing I could ever, as far as heavy material, would be sticks of PVC, copper, and your 20-foot section pipe. Big box stores like Lowe's or Home Depot or one in the area usually sell 10-foot sections. So those are usually held within inside the property. The 20-foot section of PVC would be something I would like to have on the side of the ADU or garage where we have our office right now. If not, I'm trying to find a local business in town that's a storage facility that would keep material there, or working in partnership with Levin's Hardware and say, hey, a lot of material kept on stock there for our trucks that would restock quickly. That would be nice.
Okay, thank you.
What's your estimated time frame to have a storefront?
I would like 6 months would be nice, but granted, it depends on how the business gets here. Until my contractor license is approved, I can't take on employees, so right now, I'm just myself. So as soon as that happens, the business grows. I would like to hope by the summer. I've seen the tire center over by Levin's Hardware that is for sale, and that's a little bit more money than we need than I have right now. Ideally, a warehouse that has a covered the structure for trucks, servicing trucks, or keeping some of our nicer equipment that that would be appreciated.
Okay, thank you.
Council, do you have any questions for Mr. Long? I'll ask, do you see anything in Mr. Ron's description that would place him outside of the stipulations that we have elected to put on this if approved?
No, I don't think so, Mayor. I think, like I said, the staff recommendations that I would recommend to you, that's the only thing that I could think of. If anything does go south, this council can always revoke this special use permit. My biggest thing is the intent of the R1. We need to maintain the peace and the quietness of the neighborhood. And, like I say, and as I talked to Mr. Ryan, the biggest thing is, if he wants extra material, it's going to have to be in one of the two accessory structures with the door closed where it can't be seen from the street or right away or adjacent joining property. I don't think that's I think that's a reasonable ask in a neighborhood, especially a R1, R2, R3. I felt like Mr. Ryan understood that.
Do you have a garage door?
It's they called it an ADU, an additional dwelling unit. It was a one-car garage that Mr. Farmer converted into like a suite. Doesn't have a bathroom or anything, it's just an office. It's what it is right now. But given my background, I'm trying to talk to the farmer about addressing some improvements on the structure, just for my own benefit. But also to utilize it as a portfolio that I can show clients that says, hey, this is what I can do.
As long as he meets the criteria set forth by Mr. Long, I have no problem with granting it.
Mr. Ryan, do you feel like the stipulations that Mr. Long had mentioned, do you feel like that's fair and reasonable for what you're wanting to do?
Absolutely for now.
Okay.
Because we have the power to revoke it at some point in time,
If there's any
if it goes astray,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, and we'll always contact Mr. Ryan and keep in touch with him, say, hey, we can't allow you to do this. I do know he mentioned a storage, like a storage container, which I've not told him this, but they're not allowed in town, so he would have to be inside one of the accessory structures that's existing.
So would council like to take some action on this today?
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to make a motion that we approve the special use permit for Mr. Ryan.
Second.
Okay, motion and second. Is there any further discussion needed? Then I believe we can bring this to a vote. All in favor? And that's unanimous. Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, and welcome. We hope for your success. Moving along, we have another special use permit for skill games, and Mr. Long.
Thank you, Mayor. The owner of Sunoco, Mr. Murtaza, came by my office and asked about the ability to have skills games here. And as we all know, skill games has gone back and forth so much. It's illegal, it's not illegal. Well, I know a recent court case in Hanover has deemed one certain machine as a legal machine, and I think it is called the Virginia Queen of Hearts or something. Our town code does currently authorize that each location can have 2 machines, no more, and they're only allowed with a special use permit. So with that being said, you know, we went through it with Sonny, and as far as the notices went out, I've only had one inquiry regarding the skills games. The resident who made the inquiry wasn't adjacent or adjoining 300 North Main Street, but lived approximately 3/4 mile away. Staff recommendations on this would be, of course, a current Town of Marion business license, only two machines per physical address, and the machines must be deemed legal in the state of Virginia.
Okay, pretty straightforward. This is a public hearing. Does any member of the public wish to speak on this? Okay, please come forward. Doctor, we all know you, but you know.
I did a little research up online. I've never played so-called skill games, but it seems like a misnomer to me. I know the people that are opposed to it are the casinos because it's taking business away from casinos, which is kind of an odd situation. One gambling group is taking business from another gambling group, so, you know, casinos against having skill games. I think if people want skill games, they can go to a casino or on their phones or do it anyway, but I don't think another so-called business needs skill games on Main Street in Marion, just like I don't think we need a number of other things that, to me, detract from the character of downtown Marion, and skill games would be one of them. The largest marquee in town is a tattoo. I'm not happy with that being on Main Street, and I'm not happy with all the vape stores that are, or the stores that are selling vapes for towns 5,500. Vaping is unhealthy. Gambling, which is, there's a certain element of gambling associated with skill games, and I don't think that's good for anybody. It's not a productive business. And I get gas up at in Adwell at that store, and they have skill games, or then they don't, and then they do, and then they don't. But when I've been there when they're having skill games, I don't see that it attracts well, let's say it doesn't attract the type of people I like to see on Main Street. 2 skill games in this convenience store, and then 2 more skill games on another gas station, and pretty soon you got skill games everywhere. I don't think there should be any skill games in Marion. If they want to go to the county, that might be a different matter, but I'm against them in Marion. Thanks.
Thank you for your comments. Any other members of the public that would like to speak? Then we will turn this over to council for discussion and recommendations.
Mark, has the state Supreme Court ever ruled on this? I know it's volleyball back and forth for a number of years. If 1 6 months it's okay, 1 6 months it's not, so I don't know.
So this is a new court case that the Hanover Circuit Court judge entered a ruling on. This is the same court that previously had entered a ruling on. And the legislature was going to get involved and make a decision on what they wanted, and they didn't.
Never did.
And because that case got overturned, then those particular games were ruled to be illegal. This is a different type of game. There is a difference. And because of that difference, this judge has ruled that this particular manufacturer of the game was legal. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't other manufacturers that may make something very similar. However, our local Commonwealth attorney is determined, basically because the Commonwealth Attorneys Association, I guess, has said, all right, we'll go along with this particular Queen of Hearts game, and we'll allow it since there is currently a circuit court ruling on it until that matter gets heard. So if the legislature makes some law that changes it, then the game would have to change.
Shut down.
How many businesses in town have skill games?
That was my question.
There is one that actually was grandfathered in that had 4. So they're not under a special use. I think currently they may have 3. They don't have 4, but
You know what, I've been in about every store up here. I know the Valero's got one. They're the ones that Mark's talking about, 3 or 4 up there, that was grandfathered in. And all the other stores I've been in, if they had them, they've been removed. I think somebody keeps talking about the Shell up on the other end of town. I've gone in there, I didn't see any games. I think they might have been talking on up in Atkins at exit 54, right there at the truck stop. I know they've got some out in the county. But as far as being in a town, I don't know of any other. The ones that were here, they've been removed once they were deemed illegal.
And McAdoo's been gone for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So our ordinance says 2, right?
Yeah, section 10.1 says a maximum of 2 per location.
I don't know if we could prohibit it. I mean, with the stipulation that if the General Assembly sees fit to enact a law banning it, of course, that's usurps anything that we do. I think on the basis of our ordinance, I don't know if we can reject it. Anybody else got any input on it?
I tend to agree with you. It is permitted by ordinance.
Ordinance. Tony or Andrew, anybody got any?
So-
all that we're doing is giving a special use to have legal
Legal, yeah,
skill games.
that's it.
So if it gets determined that there's no legal skill games,
It's a moot point, it's no good.
At that
then
point,
the
they'd have to be
special use
removed.
permit
Yeah.
can stay, they just won't have those skill games.
That's right.
So what can the business who wants these, what can they do if we say no? What can they do? Or what would-
Well, I kind of agree with Larry. It's in our code that we allow 2 with a special use permit. I think Mr. Mataza has gone through the process. The Hanover Court has deemed them legal. Since it's in our code, I don't know if we can deny him of this.
So, council, what action would you like to take?
I guess we have to allow it, if that's the case.
Make a motion that we approve the special use permit.
Well, I don't think we have to, do we?
Huh?
I don't think we have to.
I don't know if it requires a motion or not.
I mean, it's in the
It
code.
does.
It's already in there, that's right. It's already in there, isn't it, Mark? So
We have the ordinance, but you have to grant the special use
Use
permit.
permit, that's, yeah.
That's all that you're doing is granting the special use
So
permit.
make a motion, we grant the special use permit based on the legalities that's already in our ordinance. Our hands are pretty much tied on it.
Second.
Okay, motion and second. Further discussion? None being heard, all in favor? And none opposed. Motion passes unanimously.
And that's all I got. I'd like to take a minute to welcome Andrew here. He's had a busy first day. I don't know if he jumped out of the pan into the fire or just over his head, but he's going to do fine here. Thank y'all.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you. Okay, we have under public presentations, we have Alan Kelly with Caring for Our Community. Alan, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. My name's Alan Kelly. I live at 122 North Sheffey Street here in Marion, and I actually co-chair a volunteer organization, just for the information for the community, that we partner with the town of Marion. We generate income or money through donations, which the town matches, and we get volunteers, and we do work around the community for the community as well as the town. So this is a summary report for last year. We started it in June. We started work, and we worked through basically October, if you would. But we got a board of directors. My co-chair is Malcolm Brown. I think most people know him as one of the lawyers local. And Alan Gray, pastor, Avery Cornett, our mayor, my wife Brenda Kelly, Diane Hayes, and Manuel Street. So we've got a board that we manage from. Next, please. We had 2 work days in specific last year, in June, the 7th and 14th. The 7th was just a total rain out to start with, and we had to shift everything, but we got a bunch of projects done. We ended up with a total of 237 volunteer work sessions. And it shows 237 volunteers, but a lot of people volunteered more than once, so it's not 237 individual people. So we worked in 17 different locations here in Marion, and the total expenditures this year was $8,641.45. Okay. We expanded a little bit in what we did this year. We were able to help some folks that had some needs within the community, which we're trying to do. We were contacted by Project Crossroads, who built a ramp for a handicapped lady in a wheelchair, and husband's in pretty bad shape, and wanted to know if we could help them. And we went out and rebuilt the handicap ramp, painted it. We also built them a sidewalk to help them get in. We replaced some siding on a damaged house that the gentleman couldn't get it done, so we helped him out. And we rebuilt an entry steps for a home for someone who's blind, and so they just had some needs. We do partner with the town. Tony Muncie is a great help for us, as well as his team. He brought in soil, mulch, and helped us a lot of different ways. We couldn't do the heavy lifting without the town, so we are a partner with the town. We just want to acknowledge and appreciate that. We had the 17 work locations this year. We have 3 private residences, which I mentioned. We worked at the Henderson, Lincoln Theater, Marion Fire and EMS Building, Marion Police Station, Senior Citizen, Mel Lehman Free Clinic, Mount Pleasant Preservation Society, 7 Town of Marion Flower Gardens. We partnered with the local garden club, and Smith County Library, if you would. This is just a summary report. That's a little bit more detail than maybe a lot of you want, but it is our money that we get from the town. We have you a report out at the end of the year. So you go ahead, Resident 1, there's where we built the ramp, or rebuilt it and poured the sidewalk. The lady just couldn't get in and out on her wheelchair. We appreciated the people that donated and contributed there. I'd like to acknowledge Greg Blevins. He loaned us a lot of equipment for the cement, pouring and mixing of the cement. We appreciated that. Residence 2, we following that big hailstorm a year and a half ago. The guy could never get his siding put on. He actually got some insurance money, but he put his roof on, and the contractor left with his siding money as well and left him high and dry, so we went out and helped him get his siding fixed. Next, please. And we rebuilt the step, like I say, for this blind individual, and I don't use their names because they don't want them out in the public, but we did some concrete work, rebuilt the steps, and that's in process there. All right, so the community-wide, we can step through these pretty quickly. We did have a group of people, the horticulture group over at the high school donated a lot of flowers. We donated them, took them up to the nursing home. We had a lot of people volunteer, and like I say, a lot of people in here volunteered. I'm looking at some straight ahead as well as behind. And we did a lot of work at the police station, dug up flower beds, redone, painted over at the fire station, the grading as well as the drains. We did a lot of painting over at the police station, cleaning up, planting evergreens in front so that it'd be continual, not have to do it every year. We did do the flower beds for them. And we did do a lot of work up at the Mel Lehman Free Clinic. They had a room that was loaded with equipment. We sorted, cleaned, and hauled off a lot of scrap metal, a lot of trash, and cleaned it out for them. We did a lot of work cleaning at the Mount Pleasant Church and getting ready for Juneteenth celebration they had. And you might recognize the mayor there. He's there doing a little pressure washing. Down at the library, we cleaned the sidewalks, which were black. And Malcolm Brown on the left is my co-chair. We do a feed at the end of the work session, and it brings the community together. We've found that the last 2 years that worked really well. So we did that. We did a feed up at the high school for the football team, the JV team, and cheerleaders. That went really well. They really appreciated it. And it's probably getting close to the end, but if you'll go one more there. We had a lot of people that volunteered from Evans Financial, First United Methodist Church, Baptist Church, Marion Senior High School football team, Royal Oak Presbyterian Church, Smith County Drug Recovery Court. They were a big help. Town of Marion and Walmart, Wilderness Road Club, and General Dynamics had one or two there as well. And we have special thanks to people that donated. This is where we get our matching funds for the town. And Marion Morning Rotary, American Legion, they donated. And you can see Cornett Jewelers, Royal Oak Presbyterian Church, Evans Financial, Berry Home, and some others there. And special thanks to those that donated goods in kind, if you would. There's a lot. Benny Young Food, Dennis Johnson Food, Food City donated. Bill Harwood donated a pressure washer. Marion, that should be Marion Senior High School Horticulture Program donated a host of flowers. And Project Crossroads, they loaned us their dump truck, which made a big deal. But we just appreciate our partnership with the town. We're trying to go through this pretty quick because it's just mostly pictures, but we'll do it again this year. We've already raised our $5,000 for this year. We haven't matched out yet, but we're ready to go again, and we appreciate it putting it in the budget. Hopefully it stays there and we can get it, and we'll make another run at it this June and some other projects pre and post, and look forward to working with you, Andrew, on identifying some projects. Any questions?
Just a big thank you.
Yeah.
It's made a big
Thank you.
difference.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate a lot of
Thank
y'all
you.
that volunteered, and I appreciate that a lot.
Thank you to you, your lovely wife, and the entire board of directors and everybody that volunteers. And if you haven't volunteered yet, you should. It's a blast. It really is a lot of fun, and we do a whole lot of good for the community. So thank you very much for
Thank
everything you
appreciate
do.
it. I have my back to the audience. If any of you have questions, I'll be glad to try to answer. The volunteer organization, I look forward to showing up next year. But we do a lot of good work. We've done a host of projects. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Okay, that closes our public presentations, and we have public comment time. And the first person signed up under public comment is Bill Stamper.
Bill Stamper, 659 Spruce. So I just got a few questions. I actually came up to the police station there Friday, and I was doing a FOIA request, and they said that everything has to go through Mark for some reason. I asked the officer if he could sign off on the FOIA, just to make sure, that whoever got it. And he said that he would get into some trouble if he signed it because he was told not to by whoever, that they're not allowed to sign off saying that they got it to turn it in. So I was just kind of curious why that was. And then the next thing is, you know, it being a new year, a fresh year and all that, I really think we should have a press table up in front. That way the press could, you know, set up in front, they could record, they could do everything they want to do. I know there's one behind y'all, and not exactly sure why she's not out here or why the press isn't back there with her. I don't know if there's any rules or regulations about that. But I think there should be a press table, you know, sitting in front, or even a press row. That way they can, you know, do their documents and their pictures and all of that stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, if one of y'all could answer me about the FOIA request, I'd really appreciate that, because I'm not understanding why everything has to go directly through Mark instead of us being able to turn it in, and then them say such and such got it, and then just put their name on it and then pass it on to Mark. So, can y'all explain it to me?
I don't have the answer to that, and I think that if Mr. Finnick wants to speak, he may have the reasoning behind that, or this might be something that we need to address in committee.
So he did
Don't mean to
speak-
put you on the spot, Mark.
He did speak with the police chief, I believe.
No, it was an officer.
An officer.
I've got it all on
In any
record, yeah.
event-
Anyway, go ahead.
In any event, I was made aware of the request and will be responding. What was requested is not FOIAble. It's asking for personnel information. So I will respond back that it is not FOIAble. With regards to an easy access, we have it on the webpage. You go to the town website and it will take you to a site that you can type in your request. So pretty
Sure,
simple.
but the public should also be allowed to turn in a FOIA request, which is under the state law that says that we can turn it in and we can request it. We don't have to do a write-in. We can verbally request it at the same time, but if everything has to go through you, then that stops us from being able to do what we need to do unless it goes through you. So the question is, why wasn't the officers allowed, or the officers allowed to take anything? You
I don't know that they weren't allowed. They contacted me when they received something from me.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he couldn't even sign off on it to say that he got it, because he said that he would get in trouble because he was told not to sign anything.
I wasn't there, I don't know.
Well, I've actually got the video on recording, so I mean, if I can send it to you, and you can, where I can put it out public and everybody can listen. and
That's
then,
fine, you
know,
put
maybe
it out
you can have
public. The point is, it was received.
Anyway, I guess the point of me saying is, why can they not sign off on it saying that they got it? And then you get it, is what I'm saying, like as a copy. Because if
Well-
I bring something in and I say, hey, listen, you know, I need you to make a copy of this, and you sign it, that way there's no misunderstanding, well, you know, we lost it, or it got mixed up, or whatever. That's what I'm asking.
I think in this day and age, when anybody puts a document before you and asks you to sign it, you immediately are suspicious about
Sure,
that.
sure.
And you need to check that out.
Yeah.
So I don't think that there was anything malicious on the officer's intent. I think
Oh, yeah.
that he was just scared to sign his name on anything.
Yeah, he
which,
actually said that he wasn't allowed to because they would get in trouble.
yeah, I'm
So that's why I was asking.
not sure about that.
Sure.
We'll do some digging.
Yeah, I
and
appreciate it. I'll even,
Streamline.
get you the video, that way you can see it.
Sure, that'd be great.
Sure.
Anything else, Bud?
No, that's it.
Okay, quite a few things that we've got there, made some notes. The next we have is Charles Wasson.
You can strike that.
Okay. David Fulton.
David Fulton, Pearl Avenue. I brought the issue up about 2 years ago, and I'm gonna bring it up again. I know exactly what's going to be said, but coming up Main Street, there are two locations, no left turns. One by Magazoos and one there at the Bank of Marion turning in. I have witnessed time after time, people coming up are making left turns on those two no-turn streets. Back during the Christmas holiday, I saw where a lady was trying to turn into the Bank of Marion, and traffic was backed up into the intersection. I think something needs to be evaluated or addressed to that. Second thing is U-turns. I know it's not a epidemic by no means, but I have witnessed U-turns right here on Main Street on the hill. And as I printed off, U-turns are allowed except in business districts. So I think something might, be addressed on that issue. Thank you. Any question?
David, I don't think council has had time to digest the, in the interest of time, we'll look into this and see if we can answer your questions.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Moving along, Tom Hauer. Tom has left the building. Okay, we have no other public comments at this time. We will move on to council members' committee reports and council reports. And if you don't mind, we'll start at the end again with Larry Carter.
No report at this time. A week from this Thursday, District 3 Board of Governors will meet, and I have nothing right now.
No report, Your Honor.
Councilman Atwell.
So I would like to take just a second, welcome Andrew aboard.
Yeah.
Give you a nice warm welcome. Glad to have you. Look forward to our future here with you. And also for anybody that was curious about the follow-up of the Wooden Pickle sanitation issue that we had with their garbage can, I'm glad to report that we had that resolved within 24 hours of the problem coming forth to us. So they have a new garbage solution and everything's good.
All right.
Good.
Thank you. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else? Councilwoman Jennings.
I have no report, just want to welcome Andrew, say we're looking forward to working with you and welcome.
All right. Councilwoman Spencer.
Andrew, looking forward to working with you as well. Thank you for coming.
Vice Mayor.
I'll reiterate those comments. Good to have you. And no other report, Your Honor.
All right. I want to also welcome Andrew King, and we will ask for council to officially appoint Mr. King to the position of town manager.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Just
None
glad to
being-
have him on board.
I agree. And all in favor? And it is unanimous. Welcome aboard. And would you like to address the council, the public? And you don't even have to state your name. We know who you are.
No, I would just like to say that I'm incredibly honored to have the opportunity. I spent a lot of time with department heads today, and it's an awesome team, and really glad that I'm going to be able to work with these folks. I think it's an exciting time to be in Marion. I think there's a bright future, and I'm excited to work with you guys as we bring some visions to fruition. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
See these
again,
lovely families here too.
I've got a sizable group back.
Certainly do.
Fan club.
I'm glad that you have the support that you brought with you today, and I know you've got a lot more support than that. So, And that is the only thing I'm going to bring under the mayor's report. So we will move ahead then to the attorney's report.
No report.
No report. We will move on to staff reports. Cindy Stanley.
Yes, you'll notice on your desk, you have your statement of economic interest forms. Those are due back February 1st. And the holiday schedule change, due to the next holiday, we will need to move the council meeting to Tuesday, January 20th.
I'll make a motion to move it to Tuesday.
Second,
Tuesday, what was the date?
20th.
20th.
All right, motion and second to move the council meeting to Tuesday, January the 20th. And I believe we did have a motion and a second. I'm sorry, I was writing.
So moved, I'll
So,
make that motion.
And no discussion on the matter, all in favor? Okay, the meeting's moved.
That's all, thank you.
Okay, we will move along to Chief Kiesling, here for Chief Ham.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have a couple of things tonight. I think the first thing is probably the resolution. Y'all had this in front of you. This is something that's been discussed amongst the fire leaders in Southwest Virginia for, probably 6 months or so. It's in reference to the aid to localities money that the state provides. This comes from the insurance fund, where the insurance money and it's distributed out. They haven't raised that since 1% since like 1995 or pretty far back. So we are with local towns. I know the town of Withville's done this. The Smith County Public Safety Committee approved this and sent this to the Board of Supervisors to get their approval for a resolution too, to get some support for this. Maybe we can get some increased funding because the study showed that 87% of the fire department funds come from localities. The state's not chipping in what they should. So I would ask the council that they would approve this resolution so we can get it sent up as the backings. We can try to get some increased funding.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we approve this resolution.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any reason to read the resolution?
No.
No, none being.
Self-explanatory.
Any discussion that council wants to make?
Sounds good. We-
Motion and second. Let's put this to a vote. All in favor of the resolution? And you have your resolution, sir. We
Thank
will
you.
have your signed copy to you shortly.
I appreciate that. And a couple other little things. First one is for November, I'm sorry, we had 242 calls, which tied our, tied for our busiest month this year. I think preliminary for December, it looked like about 199. And last year we ran 2,591 calls. And this year we're gonna, of course, exceed that. I'm quite sure of that. So countywide, the call volume has gone down, but ours doesn't seem to go down. But any questions about that?
It does seem to increase every year.
Mm-hmm.
But is there a main reason or 2 or 3 reasons?
I wish we had the magic answer for that. If we did, we would all be well off for that. But I guess we provide a service, and they're very fortunate to get it.
Yeah.
The last thing is, I got the email today. We applied for a grant back in July for a forestry grant. The grant was for, the total money is $9,939, and it was a matching grant, 50/50. So our amount is $5,039. And I'd like to request council's approval for that, to accept that grant.
Have we ever done that?
We get this grant, we've got this for many, many years. We applied for it.
I make a motion that we, I guess the town's match is $5,039.
Yes, sir.
I make a motion, we approve this,
Second.
and that amount to match the grant.
Motion and second, and I concur. Any further discussion? Then all in favor of approving the matching for the grant?
Last thing, I'm here for any questions.
Staff, how's their, is it full strength?
Well, we have one opening, and I believe that Rusty told me today that we have already got at least 10 applicants for this open position.
Good deal.
10? Great.
So that's, speaks a lot too, so,
Sounds like a lot of people want to go to work for us.
yes, sir.
I saw that ad on social media. I believe.
Yeah, I believe, Jim, was you the one that told me about somebody told me, one of the guys, that it was shared by somebody that had like 10,000 followers, so I know that got out there, so.
Wow, great.
That sounds like a recipe for getting
Yeah.
information out there.
Social media seems to be the way to go.
All right, Chief, thank you much.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
I see that Mr. Long is not on the agenda.
I've got no report anyway, Mayor.
Okay. Then we'll move on to the town manager's report.
We don't have a report.
Just throw them under the bus.
Teamwork makes the dream.
I believe we can move along then. And the next thing that we have, all things being covered as well as they have, thank you. Yes, that wasn't on there either.
No report.
That's what I wanted to hear. Thank you for everything that you do. I know that you keep us safe, and I know that you keep busy. So
Sounds like everything's just going hunky-dory.
I think that we're going to move into closed session if there's no further business.
Could I ask Mr. Ryan, do you want these back?
Yeah, they're loving people's handbooks, and just kind of keep transparency low.
Okay. all
Thank
right,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Before we go into closed session, if we can add another matter,
Yeah.
potential litigation.
So what?
Another matter of closed session.
Okay.
Okay, so I've never done this before. Dr. Gates,
I don't know, Mark, do we have to do anything with the agenda?
No, because it was just handed to me, so
Okay. Okay, so,
What is that, A1?
it has a lot of incorrect information on it, but that's okay.
Just to,
is that, what is that, A7?
Is that the same as the legal we've got on here?
just, can you put it legal?
we're already under
Let's just-
legal.
Let's just go legal on it.
Okay.
Put it under legal.
Okay, but I mean, we're already going into legal, so
Yeah.
can't we discuss it under that?
We
So we
can,
don't really need to
yeah.
change anything
Just put it under
there.
that.
I don't believe. Vice Mayor, do you see anything that needs to change there? So we're good, we're covered. If we're all in agreement, Councilwoman Jennings, if you take us into closed session.
Okay, I make a motion, we go into closed session to discuss two possible issues. One, under legal is allowed under State Code 2.23711A7, and disposition of publicly held property, A3.
Would you just correct that to say 2 under legal?
Okay, 2 under legal, right, thank you,
Thanks.
yeah.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor of going into closed session? And we will take a couple of minutes to stretch our legs, and then we'll go right into it.
Oh,
Now go.
I make a motion, we return to open session and declare that we only discuss the items that we could under State Law 2.2-3712.
Second.
Motion and second to return from closed session. Yes.
Cornell?
Yes.
Yes.
Spencer?
Yes.
Jennings? Atwell?
Yes.
Knight?
Yes.
Carter?
Yes.
I make a motion we adjourn.
Wait a minute, I got
Second.
something I gotta break.
We have a motion to adjourn, but
rescind my motion.
the motion has been rescinded, and Councilwoman Jennings has some business to bring
Yes,
before the town council.
During the break, Mr. Fulton came to me and asked why his concern was not sent to a committee. I told him that I would tell you all what he said. You all can decide then if his concern about the U-turn, and there were two concerns. Illegal left turns, should go to a committee.
Right.
Think our committee can do anything about people illegally.
I have not had time to read the paper that he gave to me, and told him that I would read that, whatever it says, and then respond to that paper. So that might be something that we bring back before council and send to a committee if there's something on the paper that he passed out to all of us.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't know.
Okay, I just wanted to bring, because I did tell him that I would do this in.
And I think that's just a police issue. I mean, if you see somebody making a left turn, you're gonna stop them as a police
Yeah.
officer. I mean, how do you stop that?
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken also, there's one at the Bank of Marion, that actually a judge found someone not guilty because it's clean on over on the sidewalk, the sign is.
It is.
As for the other one, the sign's kinda older, I don't know if we could maybe update a sign there or something.
Even a bigger sign.
And we've
Got a
done,
bigger sign?
we did that years ago, even
Okay.
before
Yeah.
when I was a kid, they had the signs there, and that was to not stop traffic?
That,
I mean, I don't know. Why is it? Why can't you make a left turn right there?
Well, Clara, see, that's, Clara said it should be, but actually, the
it's been there
street's not
forever.
narrow,
it
not
has been there
wide.
forever, and I mean.
I don't know the rationale. What's the rationale?
I don't know, unless you're just thinking you're stopping the flow of traffic coming up
Yeah.
Main Street.
You probably.
Might have something to do with the sun glaring in your eyes at certain times during the day.
I can see the one at McAdoo's,
Yeah,
right there.
but the Bank of Marion, I've been in a hurry to look both ways, nobody be coming,
Yeah,
and
I
I've
don't know
done
about
it.
the Bank of
Why
Marion.
don't-
Yeah, I've done it a couple of times myself.
Well, isn't that a double yellow line there?
It is a double yellow line, it's gotta be in an intersection, and
Yeah.
a driver cannot restrict traffic.
No,
So if they're restricting traffic, it's illegal.
it's illegal,
And
but
he
there's
said that
nobody
was-
If you
coming,
want to get an answer for David Fulton, you just had to call VDOT out. Or I know it's in the law there, but you call
Yeah.
VDOT and you ask VDOT why this is the case, and they give us the case, and then when he asks, this is the case that you can't have the turn, and we try to enforce it whenever we see it. I mean, that's his answer. I don't know
Yeah,
what
the
he
same way with
wants.
U-turns, we'll enforce it if we see it, but.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Well, we are in regular session, so
Yeah.
you can send that to a committee if you want to make a motion to.
but to me, it's no harm, no foul. It's not impeding traffic, and, you know, the incidence of it is not enough to warrant any type of drawn-out.
Well, if the state says you can't make a turn on a double yellow line in town, then,
Unless it's at an intersection.
unless it's at an intersection, then we can't do it. But, I mean, I wanna do it, I wanna take it away, but that's the reason, because it's a state law.
So he's gonna call me tomorrow, I will
Okay, yeah,
just tell him that we've turned it over to the police.
Yeah, because that would take care of the Bank of Marion one. And then the Chestnut Street one,
Yeah.
that's
Different.
different. I mean, I don't know why we can't there, unless it is stopping the flow of traffic.
Well, it's so narrow, I've seen it. It's just like when I lived at, you know, on Church Street there.
That's,
Commerce, coming down, that's one way there at Guy Rose, I couldn't tell you how many people went the wrong way coming between the center building and going out that way.
I mean,
You
we know
don't-
that's one way, but the
Yeah,
other one,
but
the
you-
other one.
it's
why
more of a
couldn't-
hazard.
Larry, why couldn't you make a left turn there at the light on it, technically? Why couldn't you?
Okay, so are these questions better asked in committee, or is this something we want to try to resolve here in regular
It's
session
whatever you all,
presently?
you all wanna do, whatever, if you wanna go to committee, fine, if not.
Well, I mean, what can the committee do?
Nothing more than we can do here.
Well, the committee could establish the facts about the law and how it pertains to that particular circumstance, or you could turn it over to Kevin and let him enforce the law as he seems do as a police chief.
It's already, that one's already on the book, so it's up to them to, if they see it, to enforce it. Correct, Mark?
I feel like we turn
Well,
it over.
they can bring the charge and.
But the judge can throw it out, which
Yeah.
he will throw it out, more than likely, but, I don't see anything else.
I feel like we turn it over to Kevin and maybe make it aware, get some eyes on it, and if it proves to be a bigger issue, then we can bring it back and have committee and council discussion.
Yeah.
Okay, agreed.
I just don't think the incidence of it is enough to warrant that much time spent.
Okay, well, thank you all, thank you.
Yes, sure, thank you. And is there any further action or discussion needed by this? And if not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Marion Town Council is now out of.